Hi, freaky friends. This is Colleen.
And this is Margaret.
And we're the Cousins Weird. And it's Terrible Trends 38.
Yay!
Woo!
Next month will be a whole year we've been doing Terrible Trends.
Yeah. It'll be our year anniversary of Terrible Trends.
Yay.
And August is our podcast anniversary in August. Yes. But our Terrible Trends anniversary is January.
Yes.
And we're getting close to our 100th episode. Just wanted you to know.
I think
100th total with both.
I was going to say, are you sure we haven't made it that yet? Because we...
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we're on 38 and 59. So real close.
Yeah.
Real close. Real close.
Like 3 episodes away.
No,
but we did. But we also have the Halloween,
but I don't.
The Cider Mill episode.
There's 2 specials in there, so this might be the 100th. I don't know.
It's exciting.
That's exciting, though.
Yay!
So today's terrible trend is about shed tooth rituals.
But what?
Shed tooth rituals.
I don't like the sound of that.
That's what anthropologists and folklorists call losing your teeth as a child.
Oh.
Shed tooth rituals.
Yeah.
So.
It's going to be a yucky one, isn't it?
Not so bad. It really isn't that bad. I don't go too crazy.
Not like me.
I mean, I might talk about poop and pee and stuff, but I don't.
They don't talk about consuming people's body parts.
No.
And making the salves out of people's and rendered.
Right. No.
Or blowing smoke up people's butts.
No, we're not doing any of that.
Or wearing phallus jewelry.
No, none of that. So in the Middle Ages in England, when you lost a tooth, you had to burn it.
Ew.
But not before you smothered it with salt.
Okay.
So you smother it with salt and you burn the tooth. They felt that salt was like a powerful protectant, which you think of that in like...
When you just throw the salt over your shoulder.
Salt over your shoulder,
yep.
or a salt circle will protect you, or keep some bad thing inside, that kind of thing.
You gotta keep those Sanderson sisters away.
Yeah. You put the salt circle around.
Yeah. I'm actually wearing a witch shirt today.
You are wearing a witch shirt today. Look at that.
Because it's spooky season every day, people.
That's right.
And I wanted to wear it, so I did.
I like it. They believed in doing this, they were protecting their children or themselves, if they lost their tooth at some point, in the afterlife. If you didn't destroy your lost tooth, you would spend eternity looking for it. And not just looking for it. You'd be searching for it in a pail of blood in hell.
Oh my God.
So burn that tooth, cover in salt.
You know, Evie lost another tooth yesterday.
She did?
Yeah, so she's like...
Did you burn it?
No, she lost it, but the tooth fairy still came.
Oh, well, they do that. They're good.
They're nice.
There was a woman in the book I read. It's like We Did That. It's called, I've gotten some of my episodes on it, and they talked to her, and she said she was from Turstall, Staffordshire, which is not, if that's not an English place, I don't know what is.
I know.
She said she's not superstitious at all. But she would not think to burn, not think to burn a tooth without smothering it in salt. To her, the salt part was a superstitious part, not that she was burning the tooth. Apparently that was a thing. That's what people did.
Mm-hmm.
So, another option was to keep teeth safe in a jar. Because it was thought by some people that when you went to heaven, you needed to account for all your teeth. Or any body parts you may be missing.
Oh, no. I don't want jars of teeth or body parts around.
Well,
keep them? Where did you keep your body parts?
Not the body parts so much, but people were often buried with their lost teeth, so they keep them in a jar, and then when you died, but their limbs and things that felt like their fingers or legs, that would be buried. You had to bury it so you knew where it was to keep it safe. And this also would protect you from witchcraft. Because if anyone possesses any parts of you, like even a fingernail, they would have power over you. In some cultures, they would throw their teeth. And there's many different places they would throw it, and I'm going to go into that. Or feed them to animals. Because their thought was...
How can an animal eat your tooth?
I'll tell you. But their thought was, if an animal ate your tooth, the new one would come in as sharp and strong as that animal's tooth. No, that makes perfect sense.
Only when you're a kid. Once you're an adult and you lose those teeth, they're gone.
Here are some things. Here are some traditions that were happening, and then I'll tell you some more specific where they were. A tooth thrown into the sun or between the legs. The tooth was thrown onto or over the roof of a house, often while saying a prayer or singing a song.
Okay.
To some individual or an animal. The tooth was placed in a mouse hole near the hearth.
Colleen.
I was just seeing if you noticed I said it. Or offered to another animal. The tooth was hidden where animals could not get it.
What episode was it that we discovered your lack of?
I think it was a Halloween one.
I think it was too.
Yeah.
The hearth.
Yeah. Bringing it all back again. The tooth was planted in a tree, garden, or field, and the idea a new tooth would grow in a child's mouth to replace it.
Okay.
The tooth was thrown in.
Total sense.
I know.
Yeah.
The tooth was thrown into a fire to prevent witches or other malevolent forces from cursing or gaining any power over the child. The tooth was swallowed by the mother.
Oh no.
Or child.
No. Yuck.
Yeah, no, I'm not swallowing my
And then it
kid's
just
teeth.
ends up in your outhouse.
You're just pooing it out. I mean, what's that going to do? I guess you're not going to find, witch isn't going to find it. Not going through your poop. The most common way to tradition was to offer the tooth to a mouse. And the reason behind it was because mice, their incisor teeth never stopped growing.
It's true. Rabbits too.
Right. So they thought if they gave it to the mouse, if he ate it, your teeth would grow back. That was their thought.
It didn't work.
Makes perfect sense, right?
I guarantee you it didn't work. Guaranteed.
Well, it did for children.
Yeah, if you were a kid, but not an adult.
In South Africa, they would leave the tooth in a slipper. They maybe still do, I don't know. For a mouse who would leave behind a gift.
It's called a turd.
In Argentina, they left their teeth in a glass so a magical rodent would come and leave treasure while they were asleep.
Always rodents. I don't want rodents crawling around on me or near me.
If you think of it, mice are always out at night in your house. It's the whole thing. That's why they did it. In France and Switzerland, the mouse was called Le Petit Cerise, the little mouse. I probably said that wrong, but it means little mouse. And he would take your tooth and leave candy or cash. In Greece, Vietnam, Singapore, India, Sri Lanka, and China, they're throwing their teeth. Okay, they're not giving them to mice; they're throwing them. Greece, they throw the tooth and they wait up in the roof, and they'd wait for a mouse or pig to get it. Now, how a pig got on a roof, I don't know.
Yeah.
In Sri Lanka, they wait for the squirrel to come get it.
Okay.
India waited for a sparrow, but they only would take clean teeth. You want no dirty teeth.
You gotta brush it first.
Yes. The Cherokee.
Too late.
It's too late. It's falling out of your mouth. And if you're not a kid and it fell out, it's not clean.
Nope.
The Cherokee Indians would say when they lost a tooth, "Beaver, put a new tooth in my jaw," and you get a new tooth.
Because those magic beavers.
Magic beavers. Mm-hmm. In Iraq, Jordan, and Egypt, they would throw their tooth to the sky. And in Egypt, I get it because Ra, the sun god, right?
Yeah.
So they were like throwing it to the sun god, like an offering. El Salvador, they leave it for a rabbit. Same thing. Their teeth keep growing unless they chew on things. That's why they chew on stuff. I'm sure beavers are like that too, I wonder.
Yeah.
I think their bottom teeth.
Well, they must have very strong teeth. They eat wood.
Yeah. So that's probably why the Cherokee talked about the beaver. In Central Asia, they cover the tooth in fat or wrap it in meat and leave it for the dog to eat.
Oh.
So the child will have strong teeth like the dog.
Yeah. Oh, okay. The dog didn't chew it. It just swallowed it.
It just swallowed it whole.
For sure.
Some Alaskan tribes also did the same thing. In Central America, they make jewelry from children's teeth and consider them good luck. And actually, this comes from Viking traditions. Vikings would often make jewelry and things out of their children's teeth because they thought of them as good luck. And Vikings actually started the tradition of paying children for lost teeth because they wanted their teeth because they wear them to battle for luck.
Okay.
So that's where that whole giving your money for teeth thing comes from.
Oh.
Back in action, Saya, that's right. Hi, Kelly. The tooth fairy actually hasn't come into anything until the early 1900s, and it was in the United States. And it seems to be a mix of traditions that was just kind of made up. There's no one really knows where the fairy part, maybe, because fairies, you leave offerings in the pagan sense, fairy folklore. Many, if you think of all these traditions that I read, a lot of it probably has stuff to do with pagan beliefs and ideas, and they just get passed on. So, the tooth fairy for us is in the realm of Santa Claus, Easter Bunny, that kind of stuff. But if you think about it, Santa Claus and Easter Bunny have some kind of folklore or religious background, right? Or there's a reason for it. But the Tooth Fairy, there's nothing. There's no one knows why it happened.
I'm telling you, it's because the Tooth Fairy is magic.
Mm-hmm. She just likes them teeth.
She likes them teeth. She's got a whole palace made of teeth.
Her got a crown of teeth. And her wants more.
Yeah.
So that's the story of what did I say it was called? Shed Tooth Rituals.
Nice.
And the weird things that have happened. And,
don't collect teeth. It's kind of gross.
And I really don't give people your teeth.
No.
Because they'll be able to do some kind of weird mojo and voodoo on you, and you don't want that.
No, or they use it for your DNA and they'll clone your DNA.
They'll clone you. Which, now if you can clone it for my benefit, if you're going to clone me for my benefit, I'm alright with it. You want to send it to work for me? I'll stay home. Put up some Christmas decorations.
I could just stay home.
I know. They could go to work. That could be my work self.
I like my work.
I like my work too, but sometimes I want to sleep in.
It's true.
Sometimes I want to stay home and decorate for Christmas. Sometimes I just want to stay home and lay on the couch.
You basically want to clone yourself to have
a vacation.
Yourself.
Yeah.
You're a you slave.
A me slave. Did you watch, what is that show called? It's about this company that these people go to work there and they have a work self and a home self. And while they're at work, they don't know what happens outside of work. And when they're at home, they don't know what happens in work. Like their brain shuts off. But their work selves become like super depressed and weirded out by like what's going on and don't want to live this way. But they're usually what happens is people that their outside selves experience some kind of terrible trauma that they don't want to remember while they're at work. But you're going to remember once you get home anyway. I want not to remember when I'm at home.
Right.
I gotta relax. But anyway, it's really cool. What's his face is in it? The guy that was in Ben from Parks and Rec is in it.
I haven't watched Parks and Rec.
Margaret!
Sorry.
Chris Pratt Stark came from there. That's when I fell in love with him.
Chris Pratt?
He's in it. Yes, he's Andy.
I knew that he was in it, actually.
Amy Poehler, my hero, is in it.
It was one of those things I always meant to watch.
Rob Lowe's in it?
I knew that, too. I know the people that are in it, and I always meant to watch it. I just didn't.
Nicholas Offerman? Offerman? Yeah. One of my favorite people.
Oh, yeah. He's a memeable guy, right? That guy?
Yeah.
Yes.
What's her face that plays
glasses?
April?
The what?
He doesn't have glasses. He has a mustache.
Oh, I'm thinking of the wrong person.
Are you thinking of The Office?
No. I don't watch
Dwight?
that either. I never watched The Office either.
Oh my God, Margaret!
I know, it's terrible.
It's the best shows I've ever watched. You've never
There was
seen
a
them.
span of time where Ruben and I didn't have TV, and I'm one of those people, I can't just start watching a show. I have to watch it from the start.
Yeah, that's why it's on streaming services, Margaret. Both of them are on streaming services.
Haven't been in the mood for
Community?
it.
Have you watched Community? Chevy Chase is in it?
No.
Daniel Glover?
Mm-mm.
The son of the other Glover? Margaret, we need to get you caught up with.
I keep just rewatching Supernatural, The Gilmore Girls, and Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I want you to pick either.
The Bones. I watch a lot of Bones and CSI. All right,
you need to do me a favor. You either start watching Parks and Rec, Community, or The Office. One of those. Just pick one and watch one episode.
I'm curious to start watching Gilmore Girls again.
No.
Because it's Christmas time.
No.
And I need it in my life.
You need a 30-minute sitcom break. And that's what those can be.
I need Gilmore Girls.
They're geniusly written. Another one. Arrested Development. Have you seen that?
No.
Oh my God. Jason Bateman.
See, the last sitcom I was really into was Raising Hope.
Yeah, but these are...
Because they went off the air.
These are not like your typical 30-minute... These are genius level.
So is Raising Hope.
Yeah, these are even better.
No.
Trust me.
No.
Trust me.
Raising
All right.
Hope has Martha Plimpton in it. And Garrett Dillahunt.
Chris Pratt, Amy Poehler.
Garrett Dillahunt.
Chris Pratt.
Hashtag, you're awesome.
Steve Carell.
I'm such a freaking dork.
Steve Carell.
I do like Steve Carell. He's funny.
Chevy Chase.
I do like Chevy Chase.
You need to watch. Pick one of those and just start watching one episode in between the other things you're watching.
Better, Chevy Chase or Dan Aykroyd?
As a person, Dan Aykroyd.
Uh-huh.
As a comedian, I don't know. They're pretty close.
They're pretty close.
Also, Only Murders in the Building. Watch that yet?
There's a new
Steve Martin Short.
I have it on my to watch.
Oh, it's so good.
And
Selena Gomez.
Mm-hmm. There's a new Christmas Santa Claus movie coming out. And
yes, it has Hopper in it.
I am so excited.
Right?
I am so excited.
Isn't it Hopper?
No,
Hopper plays Santa?
He's in Violent Night.
Oh, what were you talking about? What did you say?
Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
Oh, the Santa. I thought you meant. I thought you were
Santa Claus.
The Santa Claus.
But okay, the Santa Claus movies are
fantastic.
Some of my favorite Christmas movies.
And Martin Short plays Jack Frost.
I have to watch them every year, and I might watch them more than once because I like them that much.
I do love that. The original one especially.
I like Home Alone, but there's something about those Santa Claus movies. They're just it's not Christmas.
Filled me with glee. Well, Santa Claus movies, Christmas Vacation.
Oh yes.
Animated and live.
Grinch.
Grinch.
Any of the Grinches.
Oh, Grinch.
They'll
Grinch. Throw it in there.
They'll all do.
Elf.
Yes,
Love
Elf
it.
And Christmas Story.
Yep. I want to say, that's a new one. That's a new one out right now. Yeah, Christmas Story.
I have to make sure we watch that.
This year, Rich and I get, like themed shirts that are like couple shirts.
Uh-huh.
We've had, Why is the Carpet Wet, Todd? I don't know Margot ones.
Oh, that's great.
And we've had, Sears Clark shirts. This year we are Elf shirts, and his says, "You sit on a throne of lies" with his feet, and mine says, "Son of a Nutcracker" with his hat on it.
I love it.
So, and we wear matching stuff.
Son of a Nutcracker. Yeah. I love Elf so much.
I love Will Ferrell.
And it has Zooey Deschanel, and
she's so cute. However, not a blonde. She should not be a blonde.
No, I don't like her as a blonde either.
She's adorable. And she's married to a property brother, which just blows my mind.
It seems weird.
It just doesn't seem like a right fit.
She's kind of quirky.
And he seems bland. Let's just say that. He's bland. Not my type of guy.
He's a property guy.
He's a real. There's nothing wrong with being a real estate agent. But that guy is bland. I don't know. Anyway.
Where do you hate now?
We're off topic. All we're doing is talking about TV shows the last 2 episodes. But we like TV shows. Okay? We like movies and we like TV.
This week.
We need to do a watching show.
I'm going to mention it again. I just mentioned it in our regular. This week is the premiere of the new Willow series. And anybody who knows me knows I'm obsessed and I love Willow. And it's a problem. And I know the movie forwards and backwards.
Margaret, what if we did... I don't really have time. But what if we did a
rewatch?
We would watch the episodes, the weekly episodes, and do like a talk about it afterwards, recording. And we could just do it virtually.
Yes.
And talk about that, right? Take notes while we're watching it anyway. Yes. And then we'll do, at the end of it all, we'll do a Willow movie one.
How I know that I'm married to the right person on a Father's Day. He's like, it's Father's Day and I'm going to watch the perfect Father's Day movie. And it was Willow. And I'm like, this is a perfect Father's Day movie because it's about him trying to save a little girl. It's like your dad. Mm-hmm. I love it.
Well, I think we should do that. We could do that as one of our spin-off.
I hope you're all interested because we're obsessed.
If no one listens, it's fine. We're still going to talk about it anyways. It doesn't matter.
I would have done it for Mandalorian, but there's like 100 million people Star Wars people out there.
It's too much. But Willow, very niche, very us.
It might be bigger than we think.
But it's very us.
It's so us.
Because we've always been obsessed with it. We would quote it.
Remember, we went camping the year it came out. The movie came out in the theater. We were camping, and there was a
Willow
Velveeta. It was in the Velveeta cheese packet.
I had it on my canoe.
Stuck on her canoe. I
didn't know what it was.
Freaking jealous.
We didn't know what it was when we first put it. Afterwards, because
we were young.
We were young,
like 8 or something.
Yeah,
or 9.
Yeah,
and as soon as I saw that movie, though, it came out on because we had to rent videos back then because we didn't have.
I remember having to rent the VCR.
Yes, I do too.
That's how old we are.
And I remember renting that and being like, this is my favorite movie ever. Ever.
So good. But we could do that. We could do the whole series and do a recap after it. And then at the end, after the series, we'll watch the movie and talk about it.
And I've seen the original movie so many times that, I could quote it to you.
Yeah. Ooh, you fool, get out of the road.
the most powerful queen, Path Morda!
And for my whole life, I thought it was Mad Morda. Until like a year ago.
Welcome back, boys. You deserve medals.
I thought her name was Mad Morda, and I said it every time that way.
Path Morda.
And I said it every time, and no one ever told me I was saying it wrong.
They might not have realized.
Because I said it, Mad Morda! Nobody knew what I was saying. We scared everyone off in our life. Because they're like, we don't know what you're talking about. It's okay. If you made it this far, you should follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
I think we lost everybody.
That's all right. If you made it this far, Facebook and Instagram, follow us there. We will be sharing pictures from this episode of teeth, I guess. And
we'll be sharing pictures of jars of teeth.
Jars of teeth.
Teeth necklaces, teeth crowns made of teeth.
Burning teeth.
Try to find the creepiest picture of a tooth fairy you can find.
Yeah, I'll do that.
But
we share episodes, pictures from our episodes, and then you can share our episodes because the actual audio gets shared on there, so you can share it with your friends.
You look up pictures from last week's terrible trend.
Yes, last week's.
That is a
You'll
lot.
see some phallus symbols.
An eyeful. It's 100% horrifying. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Horrifying.
Yeah. So how can they get in touch with us?
You can send us an email at thecousinsweird@gmail.com. Or you can send us a direct message through Facebook or Instagram.
Because we want to hear from you. And like we said before, we get so excited when you reach out to us and like tell us how much, like something about an episode, or tell us, hey, could you do an episode on this? Or you should do an episode on this, or have you heard of that? We get, sometimes people just give us like ideas and we're like, oh, that's awesome. Thank you. So
say, wow, you banned her too much.
Wow, you need to shut up.
It's what we do.
That's what we do. If you made it this far, you know that by now. If you've been watching us, you know that by now. If you're still listening to us, you're fine with it.
That's what we do.
So, if you want to support our podcast, patreon.com/thecousinsweird for $1 a month to become a free friend, and you get a free sticker and bonus episodes. For $5 a month, you get the same thing. But in addition to that,
you get a yearly gift, and you get
ad-free episodes. And a monthly Patreon chat.
Yeah, we do a chat
on Skype.
On a Skype with our
Patreons. So you can do that.
Patreons.
We talked about last recording, or a couple of recordings ago, we're going to do a rewatch of the IT Crowd, but I think not doing that. We're doing Willow.
Our top tier Patreons might even get a Krampus Christmas card from us in the mail. So we'll just have to join and see.
Because they used to send horrific Christmas cards.
Yeah.
So horrific ones. So really, that's what you'd get from us.
Like, what was the one with the frogs? They had weapons or something?
Yeah, they were stabbing a big bug or something.
Yeah.
It was like, how gross can we make it? I don't know. Let's put a frog right in a bug.
That's kind of terrifying. Merry Christmas. Here's some frogs murdering something.
Yeah, murdering a bug. It makes no sense.
Happy
I don't understand it. Victorian Christmas, though, friends. It was a weird time, and it was my favorite time, and I wish I could travel in a time machine and go there and, like, visit and come back real quick, because I don't want to stay.
No.
But I want to go.
Because you get tuberculosis, and...
I don't want to be...
And you have no rights, because you're a woman.
Yeah, and I don't need to be wearing a corset.
No.
I would faint.
Or puke, clothes probably. That kill you, like...
Yeah, I don't want to catch on fire.
Or the green
I don't want green dye poisoning. I don't want, I don't want the TB chic. I don't want to eat a tapeworm to lose weight. I don't want any of that stuff, okay? But I want to go and experience it. And, like, liberate the women. Liberate the women way back then. Oh, my God. Can you imagine what the world would be now? We would have no men left. There'd be none left. They'd be all gone.
Let's make the men wear the corsets and the flammable skirts.
Yeah. All right. Okay, I'll stop rambling. Sorry. I think we're done.
That's all righty. Stay freaky.
Bye.
Bye.
I gotta stop here. And then I stop here. Bye.
Yes.